Hi everyone, today I'm going to use Qimen Dunjia to see what is Three-Eye Atlas. So if you don't know anything about it, let me explain it. Qimen Dunjia is an ancient Chinese divination system used to understand hidden forces and predict outcomes. So this knowledge is often being controlled by the emperors in ancient China. So only emperors and officials who work for emperors can know about it and master this knowledge. It's very useful. So it belongs to the secret knowledge, and also it's like a tarot reading. It's a Chinese version of tarot reading, but it's more complex and more. It's like a statistics system or mathematical system. So it's a little bit harder to learn compared to tarot reading. But it's very accurate and very direct. So both like traditional Chinese method and the Western like tarot reading are accurate, but they are a little bit different. So Qimen Dunjia combines time, space, and energy. So basically, it's like a matrix system. It tells you how God is creating this universe. There are different dimensions to it. There's a time dimension. There's like a space dimension to it, and there's energy system. So different like stars will influence certain things in a different way, and also it will tell you everything about the direction, the color, the material of certain things. So it reviews the best actions of or timing for any situation. So practitioners read a complex chart made from directions, stars, doors, and deities to see the nature of events or people. It is closely related to the I Ching, Book of Changes, because both view the world as constantly shifting patterns of yin and yang. In simple terms, Qimen Dunjia is like a cosmic map that shows how invisible energies shape what is likely to happen next. So it can be used to predict future. It can also be used to see something that is happening right now or in the past, or just see the nature of something. Like if you want to know what is Three-Eye Atlas, you can see clearly from the chart of Qimen Dunjia. So I don't want to give you like a whole lesson about it. I just want to give you the conclusion first. But if you are interested in how I made these conclusions, I will explain later when I finish this first part. So the first part is about what I have found through Qimen Dunjia about Three-Eye Atlas. So first, characteristics of the craft. The craft is definitely a product of a higher civilization. This civilization has high technology, so the flying object itself has high technology, and it definitely has metal in it. It can transform itself and become I don't know whether it can become invisible or not, but it can definitely change its shape, and also change its route as well. And also it has its own power. It can be used for information detection, so it's acting like a spy. And this craft hasn't been used for a really long time. I don't know why. It could be because the previous civilization that owned this craft disappeared somehow. So now let's go to the civilization. So the civilization that owns this craft or owned this craft is a very or was highly advanced, and this civilization conducted some trade. There's like economic or trade activity detected, and also this civilization is closely related to Earth's civilization. It could have helped Earth in early stages of our evolvement. So, and also this civilization can totally gain control of this craft. This civilization may have perished over time. It could be Mars, because in Chinese, I will explain that later. Like, because the symbol I get from Qimen Dunjia is that this symbol represents fire elements. So in Chinese, we call Mars as fire, the fire planet. So it literally translated as the fire planet, which means this civilization could be Mars civilization, because the symbol I get is fire element. So this place, this civilization definitely has this fire attributes. Okay, so now let's talk about the origin and the portal. Yeah, this craft came from a deep space. I don't know what kind of space is that. The information I get is that it's very dark and deep, and also it's about a opening gate. I don't know what that means. If you combine all the information, it could be that this flying object is coming from a wormhole or dark or what's that called, a black hole. Yes, so it could be coming from a black hole or deep space or another space that is deep, dark, and endless. But it came here through a wormhole, like a magical gate. So that's all I get, a very open gate, but that gate leads to a very deep, dark place. Okay, so it moves through a channel or portal of a certain kind, and then the technological attribute of this flying object is that this technology is very destructive. It can be destructive, and it can be used for attacking certain places. There are different elements, like not just one, the different elements in the Qimen Dunjia chart suggesting that this object is it can be used for attacking, to attack certain places or to attack certain civilizations. But it's not really completely hostile to Earth. It is intimidating. That the technology of that kind is very scary for human civilization, but it's not really hostile at the moment because I can see that there are different, like some elements belong to that civilization can also be found on Earth. So they share similar attributes. I remember it's like the Earth elements. Earth in the traditional Chinese philosophy, like the five elements philosophy. Earth represents our Earth, and also Earth represents just Earth, right? So they share the same Earth, which means that they have the same chemical attributes or same composite, or you can say that they were built by the same civilization. So you can decipher it from different perspectives, but anyway, they have similarities and they have the same attributes, which means that they are our brothers and sisters. And probably we were built by the same group of people, right? And also this civilization has a very supportive relationship towards Earth. From the chart, I can see that some orders were given by higher up in the universe to come over here, to send that object to come over here to check our Earth. It also suggests that something wrong, something not so good is happening on our planet, and the message was sent to other civilizations, and one civilization got the message. So the civilization that can control 3i Atlas was sent over to our place to check on Earth to see what is going on and maybe do something about it. I don't know what you will do, but it's a very clear signal that in the chart, the chart suggests that this flying object was intentionally sent to our place, to the solar system, to Earth, to check everything on Earth. It's very clear direction towards Earth. So the intention was very clear, very strong as well. Okay, so the craft has been sent to Earth, but the craft hasn't been used for a really long time. I don't know why. It could be that the civilization was gone. That civilization that used to own this craft was gone. I don't know. But the thing is, this craft can harm or upgrade Earth. There's a clear message about upgrading. So it can be used to advance our civilization, advance our technology. And then lastly, I will make some predictions about this craft in future. So in my previous video, my tarot reading video, I suggested that there will be something happening in December this year, so related to UFO and UAP. I don't know what that is, but now the 3i Atlas is gaining everyone's attention, so I assume that it could be 3i Atlas. So from this chart, I can see that in December, it could be 3i Atlas, because in December, from this chart, this object will have a major orbital change, and several things may happen as well. It may intervene in certain events. For example, I can see that multiple threats will happen because, like, there are different symbols of of a wood, of like a wood element, or the wood element and the earth element. Wood is harmful to earth in the 5 element series, so it means that something is harmful to that object and to earth, because both earth and the 3i atlas have the same earth attributes. So it means something dangerous to maybe earth or maybe to that object, to the 3i atlas. Anyway, 3i atlas will attack, will intervene when harmful things happen. So it could be, I'm not so sure about it, but it could be that this 3i atlas will start to attack something. So there could be some attacking or collision or targeting. I can see that it's a very clear targeting. So this 3i atlas definitely has some metal probe or certain metal weapons. I don't know, but this weapon, this thing will definitely point at some harmful objects and attack it. There could be some collisions of certain things. Anyway, the purpose of that is for protecting itself and protecting Earth. So at the moment, I'm seeing that 3i atlas is definitely not so harmful. It can be harmful to certain things. It can attack certain things. It's a very powerful, deadly weapon, but it's not hurting Earth. From what I see from this chart, it is on the contrary, it is protecting Earth. It can do something to really give us surprise. I don't know what will happen, but let's see about it. Let's see whether something will happen in December this year. Wait, one last thing to add. I kind of suspected that it could be related to Jupiter, because the wood related element I found on the chart could mean Jupiter, because in the 5 element theory, if we use that theory in our like solar system, usually in traditional Chinese astrology, wood is related to Jupiter. So it could be related to Jupiter or something wood energy, something about wood energy, which means it could be some non-physical things like energy waves, energy traction. That is, there are multiple of that, because on the chart it says multiple. So multiple energy waves or things will impact 3i atlas to make it change its way of moving, to change its direction. So the result that this 3i atlas will survive, and also it may provide a better environment for Earth, which means that it could save Earth from certain harmful things, and the harmful things will just go away. So that's the result I see from this chart. Okay, in my next video, I will explain in detail how I made these conclusions. So if you are just interested in the conclusions, that's fine. This video will tell you everything about it. But if you're more interested in how I made these conclusions, you can check out my next video.